Morning. Hope I am audible. Sri Lakshmi.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Video.
Not possible. Due to some network issues, I couldn't turn on my video. Warm greetings to one and all. Today, the Department of Commerce, MMNSS College, is organizing a webinar on a very relevant topic that will be of immense help to the student community, especially those in this commerce stream. Every individual is a storehouse of immense talents which are nurtured through education. It is these abilities that enable man to be the best creation on this earth. Mahatma Gandhi, father of our nation, truly believed that the goodness of individual leads to the goodness of society. By education, he meant an all-round drawing out of the best in child, mind, body, and spirit. The importance of developing life skills rather than mere book knowledge is very important in today's world. Today's webinar highlights the relevance of being smart and the importance of developing employability skills so as to be ready when opportunities arise. I am very much delighted to welcome you all to today's webinar, BCom to be Smart. Dr. Satish Ian, principal of our college, was meant to deliver the presidential address. He has an urgent assignment, hence he is unable to join, so the presidential address will be delivered by Dr. Kishore Ram, Internal Quality Assurance Cell Coordinator of our college. Dr. Sadish sir is a person who is always motivating us to organize all sorts of curricular as well as co-curricular activities of our college. He is the one without whose support this webinar would not have become fruitful. I thank him for giving us this opportunity to organize this program on behalf of the entire crew behind this program. Next, I would like to welcome the resource person of today's webinar, Murali sir, for extending his readiness in delivering this webinar as and when I approach him. Welcome you, sir, to this webinar. He is a practicing chartered accountant in Kollam, and all of us are eagerly waiting to listen to your enriching talk. I, on behalf of our department and on behalf of all present here, warmly welcome you, sir, to this program. I am also delighted to welcome C.A. Nandakumar for his wholehearted support in introducing the resource person to us and making all necessary arrangements for organizing this program. Next, I would like to welcome Dr. Kishore Ram, Coordinator, Internal Quality Assurance Cell, for his constant encouragement and support in organizing this webinar. He is the head Department of English and is here to felicitate the program with his inspiring words. Last but not the least, I would like to welcome the teachers of my department, teachers from other departments, and all the staff, students, all well-wishers, and all those who are present here to this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm words. Now, I would like to call upon Dr. Kishore Ram, SYP Coordinator and Head Department of English for the Presidential Address.
Good morning, respected Chief Guest of the Day, Sri R. Muralikrishnan, Sri C.A. Nandakumar, Head of the Department, students, others. Okay. So today is a great occasion for the Commerce Department because they are conducting the first webinar this academic year, BCom to be smart. Very good topic, also very interesting topic, and I'm very keen to listen to Sri R. Muralikrishnan delivering his speech because I'm quite sure that from the title itself, it is quite evident that he's going to talk about some kind of career goals, being ready for getting jobs. Readiness is all, and so these talks are very important because students should be directed to career options and goal settings and other things. So we all know about goals. Different kinds of goals are there, and what the goal at the age of 25 will not be a goal at 40, 45. So different career options are there. Once you get inside a job, don't think that don't just be satisfied. Just like what Steve Jobs said, stay hungry and stay foolish. That was the motto of Steve Jobs, and that was something that kept him moving ahead. So I find that in our area, we find that people just aim at simple jobs like getting a PSC job, last grade servant job, and they are quite satisfied with that. So never aim for such things. You are graduates, so you have to aim for something high. And even if you get into a job, don't stop don't just stop there. Just go, try to move up the ladder and go ahead. So always keep Steve Jobs' message or his motto in your mind. That is to stay hungry and stay foolish. Always to be hungry and always remain foolish. That means you want to learn new things. So that is a message that I have to give to you all, and I am really happy to be present here. And I'm looking forward to the speech, and I wish all success. So let us move to the next item. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational words. Now it's time to invite our resource person, CA R. Murali Krishna, sir. He's a practicing chartered accountant. He has worked in one of the big four audit firms and has also worked in the Middle East before joining practice. He's also a cost accountant and a faculty for all practical subjects of the CA Intermediate course. So with utmost respect, I welcome CA R. Murali Krishna, sir, for the speech.
Good morning, my dear friends. Before I start, I want to say a few words of thanks, especially to Dr. Satish, Principal, for arranging the seminar, and Dr. Kishore, who has given a very good introduction to the seminar. In fact, most of the things that I have intended to talk about, he has already mentioned, so it is easy for me because he has set the scope for the meeting very well. Professor Kavita, who has been following up with me to do the seminar, I really thank her because she was following up from day one, from the day likely probably a week back we had discussed about this program. So from that day, she has been following up from every minute, especially, have you done the PPT? What is the topic for this seminar and everything. I sincerely thank her for giving me this opportunity. The song rendered by Sneha was very nice. I really appreciate her talents and she has to keep it up. And finally, introduction given by Sri Lakshmi. Thank you, Sri Lakshmi, for the wonderful introduction. So let me get to the topic of today. Before that, I would just like to share the PPT that I've got. I just prepared some slides to help us go ahead with our presentation. So if I can share this PPT, just let me know. Can you make me the presenter, please?
Sure, sir, you can share the screen.
Okay. I think I will try it now. If you can allow me as a presenter.
You can, sir.
Is it?
Yeah, so it's possible you just click, there's an arrow there, so you can click.
I can share the screen now?
Yeah,
Are you able to see the screen now?
Not yet, sir.
One second. Yeah, that arrow, now it's come. 1 second. Entire screen. Yes. Because I'm mostly used to Zoom, so. Can you see this? 1 second. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see the screen, please?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. I'll just go into the presentation mode. Yeah, just 1 second. Let me try to make it in the presentation mode so that the screen is full. Because somehow this is now I think it should be okay. I'm going to go a little slow because the content is not too much that I've prepared. I've prepared some slides. So, and I have been dealing with students who are in the BCom a little bit. So I know we have to go a little slow so that they can grasp the content very well. That is very important. So with this few words, that's why when I spoke to Kavita madam, I got this idea of, okay, let me just try to build up a topic where you can make it being BCom to being smart. That is the idea behind it. So that was a basic crux of, the content, the topic of the day. So it just struck me and I decided to go ahead with it. I will try my best to make you understand this topic, at least it will help you to go ahead with your life in a much better way. What I suggest is I will start and present the PPT in about half an hour max. And then if there is any questions that you want, students, if you want to ask me, I am free to answer your questions as best as I can. So with these few words, let me start my presentation. Okay, these are the main agenda in which the point of discussion that I am planning to do. What is the present situation in which we are? How the education system, where you had continued your education till now. After graduation, what are we going to do? Then, if you want to answer that, we have to also understand what are the changes that has happened in the last 10 years. What is the industry requirements and what should we do to make sure that we are in line with the industry requirements. These are the basic prime agendas in which I am intending to carry my today's presentation. So what is the present situation? If you remember about 1.5 years back, we were so happy with our life, not even knowing what is corona and all this stuff. But then what has happened? Lockdown was announced and we have become like caged animals. In fact, I'm so scared to go on a Saturday or a Sunday. Hopefully this Saturday was not a lockdown day. Otherwise, we have got so used to a Saturday and Sunday being not is a restricted day. Therefore, I don't go out even. I don't try because some policeman will come and catch you. These were never heard of by us. We have never heard such things in our lives. And suddenly you see like, military rule sort of thing has come into our life. It is for our good, mind you. Military rule is something which is not good for us, but this has become something good for us. Poor policemen, they are standing in the sun, the rains and taking care of us, making sure that we don't cross the line or else get caught with COVID. Now, after the lockdown was lifted sometime last year, what we thought was everything is going to be normal, right? But it started to worsen, in fact. In fact, after that, we thought once the lockdown is lifted, we should be able to, everything seems to be normal. I think we will get okay. Few months we should be okay and things like that. But as it went, things started becoming worse. And then once we were told that vaccines comes, we will be absolutely normal. But then you see second wave has come and we were again locked up, right? Sometime in May and June. And we don't know what is going to be there. We are, seeing that Kerala is having the highest rates and we don't know why. We just cannot explain this. Somehow the rates are high and now because of Onam, the shops and all the establishments are open. So we don't know what is going to end up again, whether we will be having another lockdown. We don't know. These are all things that are unsure. And in this scenario, what has happened today is your college life for the last 1 year or so is only through a small window of your mobile or a laptop or things like that. This is a scenario in which we are stuck. Now, what you need to understand is, I know, including me, sometimes you feel very much down, depressed, what is going on, you just don't know. But what we need to understand is these are very, very difficult times which are going to give us strength to face the future confidently, because we have seen something nobody has seen for the last probably a century or so. This is something unheard of. That is why we have to understand that Corona is it's a once in a lifetime issue. We have to make ourselves strong, and this strength will help us go to the future confidently. Always when you face something which is much more difficult, then when it comes to your future life, you say, okay, I have seen something worse than this, this is going to be easy for me. That is how you have to look at it. I know it is not easy, but I have to keep motivating myself. I keep telling myself this, sometimes when I don't see people, it's so difficult. And for you, college life is something that you are looking forward. I'll come back to that again. So let us look at how your education was till now. So from the time you joined the school as an LKG student, the student of LKG, morning you get up, go to school and come back, and it went on till the 12th or something like that. And along with that, you had to attend tuition classes after school. Some of them, when you are not happy with the subject or you are forced to, better go to a tuition. This is the routine that has been happening for the last 12, 13 years, right? Till college was supposed to be a great escape for you. So when you thought in school, you thought, okay, now that's the end of it. Let me now join college and I'm going to enjoy this. This is going to be the greatest escape for me. And believe me, it used to be. It used to be. Because college time was something making friends, and it is not in the restricted environment of schools, and you were supposed to be free, much more free, and you were given that liberty also. But see what has happened. That's what you're saying. You wanted to meet friends and enjoy. But then what has happened? COVID has spoiled your enjoyment. You are totally the plan and things like that you wanted to do in college. And what has happened? It has literally become a virtual class. And it is not only good for you. I mean, it's not easy for you, but for your professors also it's difficult, because what you thought college life was supposed to be, now if you look at it, it is absolutely virtual classes, and all those hopes are shattered. But then, as I told, this is going to be the way we have to look forward to and keep ourselves motivating that these are difficult times. We have to make ourselves strong. So this is basically what has happened till now. Now the next question is, okay, after graduation, what do I do? Maybe some student will say, sir, I'm going to do MCOM. But after that, what? MCOM is, yes, fine. After 12th, you thought, I didn't know, okay, let me get into BCom. So that's why most of you are from BCom, I believe. And next step, you may think MCOM. Then after that, what? Or somebody may say, no, sir, I'm going to do PSC preparation. Then somebody may say, sir, no, I want to do MBA or some other, similar masters. Sir, I don't know. This is the most authentic reply somebody gives. Sir, I don't know. Now, that is where we need to, look at things in a different way today. I'll tell you why. If you want to look at, understand, why we are looking at these things is, the situation is because in the perspective of the last 10 years, if you look at it, the changes that are happened, and this is 100% you will be able to link to or understand, because this has happened in front of. That's why I have not taken the changes of over 50 years, because you will not understand. You are all millennials, as they call it. Post 80s, 90s, you are all born. So therefore, the question of talking about 30, 40 years doesn't make sense to you. If you go back there, it is worse. Right? Therefore, what we need to look at is the changes in the last 10 years. So let us look at the changes. This was a keypad phone, and now you see this is a smartphone. This I'm sure you can understand, right? Now let us look at the other things. Netflix, you all know Netflix. You all know Amazon Prime. These are things that has happened in the last 10 years. Obviously, internet has made it possible. Otherwise, this is not possible. This would not have happened. You are able to see, in spite of COVID, in spite of all the cinema theaters closed, you are able to see movies at home, comfortable at your time, prefixed time which you want. Amazon, you can do any sort of purchases on Amazon, and COVID has only hastened these things. You see Kindle, this is a beautiful thing that has come with which you, it's an e-reader basically. When you read, you want to read. So you can read any number of books through this. Even in the mobile, you can download this. You don't have to buy this Kindle separately also. You can get the app in the mobile. YouTube, online registration, online banking, sorry. So YouTube is something that I will come back to again. You all know this. You are using it quite a lot. But mind you, these are all happened in the last 10 years. It's not more than that. Swiggy, Zomato, you can see on the road when lockdown was there, I could see only Swiggy and Zomato people carrying food. You can imagine how much of change that has happened. We could not even visualize these things. WhatsApp, you know very well. Telegram, these are not there some 10 years back. Google Meet, as we are talking today through using Google Meet, this is not possible at all for probably 10 years back. And then Zoom, of course, is there. So these are the changes that we are looking at in the last 10 years, which you are able to visualize. So yes, these are all IT related. Because of IT, it is happening, agree. But these are changes that has changed your life. It is changes that has transformed your life. The way you every day wake up and do it, everything has changed. Today, without a mobile beside you, you don't sleep. 24/7, you need the mobile. If you go out by mistake without the mobile, you feel uncomfortable. These type of things are drastic changes. Okay, let's move forward. So I hope you all know this frog in the well. Now, I gave you some idea about what are the changes that has happened in the last 10 years. Now that's where this particular frog in the well story also gets in the sense that we are all like the frog in the well, sitting in the well. We think that the water body that is there in the well is the largest body that we have seen, because we have seen that. We have not seen anything else. So the story goes like this. I'm sure a lot of you, just for those who have not heard, I just want to tell you that this frog was happily there inside the well, sitting and going through the waters in the well. And one day what happened? She was very happy. And one day another frog came and sat at the top, because this is where it was looking at, and it was looking at this frog and pitying it. It was pitying this frog. Say, it told, what are you doing here? This is a very small body. Why don't you come up and see outside? This frog, which was sitting inside the well, said, what are you talking about? This is where my world is. This is a huge place, that huge water body. Where can you get anything more than that? Then this frog, which was sitting at the top, it came and it told that, see, you don't understand. Outside there is a sea is there. There's a water, big, ocean is there, or, lakes are there. These are nothing compared to this. Obviously, this frog was not able to accept. So after some time of cajoling, this particular frog, which came from outside and was telling about the seas and the oceans, it was able to convince this frog, and slowly somehow climbed up and got out and saw the whole world in front of him. Now that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not trying to tell you that don't be the frog in the well. You need to come out of your well and see the world for yourself, because changes are happening in front of you. What changes I showed was only a few of them. It is not all. It is just that something which you have experienced. But apart from that, there has been so many changes. So that is the idea with which this frog in the well story is what I wanted to convey. That you please, sometimes we all get as a frog in the well, but that's not the way you have to look at it. You have to jump out and see the whole world that is waiting for you to explore. Now let us understand what is the industry requirements. Industry, what does it need? As Dr. Kishore Ram said, that today there is so much of scope that you should not get restricted. And as Steve Jobs' quote he had mentioned, it is very true, right? So, but this quote that I read some time back in the newspaper, I believe, I don't remember, but it stuck on to me. What it says is that youths today are not unemployed, which is very wrong. They are unemployed. So what is the meaning? Let us see. What is the meaning of this statement? It means that education what it provides today is what the industry expects. That is a problem. Because industry is wanting something, education is providing something. That is the way, because there is a reason. I will tell you why that gap is coming, and day by day it is increasing. So let us, in that case, look at the history of the industry. This is a chart that I picked up from the Google only, but it is very interesting. I could make more, interesting slide because of lack of time. If I had, I would have made it. So if you look at the industry one, which is way back in 1784, what was happening? Mechanization, steam power, weaving loom. That steam was a power, or power was used using steam. Some sort of mechanization had happened, weaving loom had come. That was in 1784. Then the next industry two, that was mass production, assembly lines, cars, electric energy. When electrical energy was discovered, that was in 1870. 1870. That is, you can see 1870. So you can see the number of years. It's about almost 86 years it took from industry 1 to industry 2. Then came industry 3, which was seeing the automation, computers, electronics, etc. That was from 1870 to 1969. So that is about almost 99 years, 100 years. But then see the jump from industry 3 to industry 4. It is hardly to include cyber, physical systems, Internet of Things, network, even create industry 4, because all these are, you can say, everything in the web. These type of changes are happening. So maybe it cannot be anymore called industry 4. It may be called, IT revolution 4 sort of things, or 5 or something. Because everything we are now going to depend on the IT systems. Now, why I am taking all this? Because I will tell you why. So what I am trying to tell you is that, see, the changes that has happened from this to this is taken almost 80 years. This is about 100 years. Now this is 30 years, and this is going to be even, in fact, within this, the changes that have happened is like this. It just moved in like this. That is the changes that are happening today. So these are huge changes, and also we have to understand that there is scope for deriving benefit after the changes. First, you need to accept these changes. That is very important. See, we are looking at all these changes in front of us, but we don't want to accept it that it will affect our lives. It will affect our job prospects. All those things are something which we need to understand. Yes, it is going to affect it, and we have to prepare for these changes. If once we start accepting it, then it becomes very easy. Else what will happen? You will be left behind. Time is very short. Our lives are very short. We think youth is very good, but youth will flow by very fast. These are the most critical years in your life. If you sow the seed well this time now, you will see that it is going to reap you for long years. Therefore, the requirements of the industry cannot be met by the schools and colleges. This is what I can say, because the changes are happening so fast that schools and colleges cannot give you that requirement. So what can be done to match the industry requirement? That is what is the whole thing. That is what you're going to ask. So, okay, sir, I am attending school, college. That is the reason why I am attending, so that I am equipped to go for a job. But you are saying that, sir, industry now, it is not enough that schools or colleges will be able to match that. Therefore, what do I do? Okay, that's what is the next thing that we need to look at. First and foremost, very, very important, mind you, this is the most important thing. You may not agree with me, students, but this is the most important. You have hundreds of excuses. What is it? What is being taught? Mind you, your professors, your teachers are the experts in that, right? So whatever is their knowledge that they are sharing is based on so many years of experience. Therefore, you need to understand that whatever is being taught in college, please get it right. Take the maximum out of it. I know it is difficult. Even this seminar, when you are hearing me, you're not seeing me also. It is difficult. I'm not. But then please don't lose it, because next time it's not going to come. Therefore, you have to concentrate and give that maximum, whatever is being taught, get it right so that your basics are right. Because the teachers are going to give you the basics. You need to concentrate on subjects taught and try to score good marks. This is very important. Pass. That is not enough. you need to excel in that subject. It's not easy. It's not easy, whatever I'm saying, especially in this scenario. But my question is, don't just try to just pass the exam. That is possible. That's not difficult. But try to achieve, don't try to achieve more than your friend. That's not required. Try to overachieve yourself, which is very important. Every time compete with you. Today you got only 70 in a subject. Next time you challenge yourself that you will get 80 in that subject. That is how the spirit should be. It is not easy, I'm not saying that, but I am trying to tell you that if you challenge yourself, it is going to help. And I'll tell you why. Because these marks matter. Sometimes, more than anything, it may be a cutoff mark for some examination, some, job. We don't know. That is why you have to ensure that good marks are important. And mind you, once you start challenging yourself, the way, the mental attitude that you start, you will see you are getting into a different ball game which is going to prepare you. It is not for anybody, it is for yourself. Now, most importantly, now you need to understand how do I identify what areas interest me? Because we need to, one thing is very sure, subjects that don't interest you, it drains you. But if you are able to find your niche area which is you like it, then you will go after it. I've seen so many students who, when they start getting the right subject, they shine like anything. There is no pain for them in studying. Therefore, you have to find what areas interest you. Now that you have chosen BCom, obviously commerce is a stream that you have chosen. So from probably your 10th, you have selected commerce, or science to commerce also some students have come. But you have now picked commerce. Now within commerce, what are the areas that you can get? There are so many areas. I don't want to tell you, but yet I, not want to see what are the things that, so what you need to do here is you need to talk to different professions. People in the different profession, you like to talk to them, understand what they do. What are the professions? It can be professional qualification like CA, CMA, CS, MBA, and so many. I don't want to tell you, these are just some of the professional courses that I'm talking about. Or you can be a GST practitioner. So GST practice is something which has been flowering for some time, the last 4 years. You can know all about GST. You should be an expert in that. Or a plain accountant also, because accounting job is quite a lot today at the moment. At least in a place like Kollam, there is a lot of scope for that. Of course, future we don't know. There are things are changing a lot. But at least 5 to 7 years, definitely it's going to work out. So what I want to give you an idea is that at present, the routine studies that you do is only going to give you a certificate. It is not going to give you a job, which is what I want to tell you. So what do I do? So you need to gain expert knowledge in some of the areas that you are interested in. First you identify. First you talk to people. Find out what interests you. I've just listed out some of the things only. Now, today you have YouTube. All of you are familiar with it. But most of the time you are using YouTube only for entertainment purpose, more probably some song you're listening, probably some video clips you're seeing. These are the things that you are mainly interested in YouTube. I don't know, this is my idea. Even I look at YouTube a lot, but I'm saying that is the main thing. It's easy to look at. When you are stressed, you go to the YouTube. But you need to understand that in YouTube, there is a huge amount of education content. Huge. Believe me, I have discovered it recently. There is a huge amount of content. Of course, first and primary, you need to know what is interesting to you. You have to find that area, even in commerce or whatever area that interests you, you need to. But for that, you have to speak to people like professionals, even to your professors, you can talk to them. Select a topic of interest and search in the YouTube so that few videos when you see, you will know, I don't have to tell you what happens. The next time you open YouTube, you get similar videos again listed out for you, right? Also, there are numerous education portals which give free courses. Some examples, we will come to that. So again, I want to stress you are attending college, you are studying it, do it well, number one. Apart from that, you look at certain areas which interest you, try to look at those areas and gain interest and try to go into YouTube and try to get the content from there on a regular basis, even half an hour, 45 minutes. If you are able to spend, you will have huge knowledge over a period of time. There is huge content because YouTube is so much available. And one thing you have to be careful that YouTube is also a problem when you don't know what to do. You just keep skimming the YouTube. Earlier, if you remember, when TV was there, what used to happen? Nothing else is there. Channel surfing was something which was very common. Students or we have also done that. We just keeping channels. Don't get into that. Try to concentrate on a topic of interest, decide it, and keep working on it. One day you will not get interested. You have to keep on doing it over a period of time. Now, what I said was, apart from YouTube, there are so many education portals which give free courses, mind you. What are those? Udemy, UDEMY, Udemy is one portal where some of them are free, some of them maybe you have to wait for an opportunity, like your Amazon. Certain days you will get a good price. Some of the courses are damn cheap, very cheap, even as cheap as 500 rupees also. In fact, I registered for a course for some 400 rupees or something, and still the videos are available in Udemy and the course material is available. You got Udacity similar to that. I'm not tried that, but it is available. EDX is another one portal. Coursera is very good. I've tried this. It's very good, extremely good. Harvard, of all places, the best of universities in the world, they are offering free online courses. Just imagine. Only this is there for you to discover. So what I was saying was, again, college life is very good. You have to do it. Get whatever are the basics. Also identify your areas, what you want to do. You have to talk to people. I don't have a straight fit saying that, okay, you do this, you do this, you do this. It's not possible. You have to make, if you are in BCom first year, this is the right time to start. Second year, doesn't matter. Again, talk faster so that you don't lose the time. And once you identify, keep looking at new things. There are a huge amount of opportunities. Again, what do? Suggest that you immediately start searching all the available options for a career. Make a list of it, because there might be so many which you are into, you're not sure about it. You can get to know more about each career that you do from, again, YouTube and Google. Google is another source. Somebody was commenting, about this. Where do you get all these details? He said Google Mata and YouTube Pita. That is the way it is. There's so much of options are available today. Before, parents have YouTube and Google have become parents for us. Anything and everything you get. And this is something in the last 10 years, mind. Again, as I told you already, that you can take the help of your professors. I'm sure they are more than willing to help you. In order to understand, one more thing I want to tell you, in order to understand basic, one more thing that you can do is you can work in some business during evenings or during summers when the colleges are off. This helps you to get hands-on training into what is happening in the corporate world, or even small businesses. Even that is going to help you understand it. These experiences not only give you good understanding of the local industry requirement, but it connects you to the industry. Whatever you are studying in books, debit, credit, etc., so many commerce terms and things like that, suddenly it gets transformed into the practical world. So you are able to appreciate it better. And also it gives a good, improves your biodata also. When you go for a job that you work for a part-time job, it doesn't matter, it can do. But one more thing, one important statutory warning that I have got, it should not affect your studies, because if you start working, you should not get too involved in that, then it becomes a problem. So that is one thing I want to tell you. Finally, before I close, I just want to talk about 3 P's, which are essential and important to achieve whatever I have told. What are those things? The 3 P's: plan, prepare, and persevere. Plan means what I told you, plan what we need to do, find out the right areas. What are the areas that you're interested in? Plan for it. Then you prepare by going into YouTube, getting more details, understand it. And once you get what you need to do, persevere in that. And you'll see that so many new things are coming. I cannot tell you what are the things. There are so many. I can keep on talking about it, but my time is out. I'm just about half an hour now from the time I've been given the allotment time. So I'm so happy today that I have whatever little I could, I have been able to share my thoughts on these important topics. This is only a start for you. I'm just trying to open up a window for you to think, understand that just attending college is not enough. You need to really start your life now. In fact, if you take a little more effort, you will see that your new avenues are opening up. There are so many avenues. I can keep talking about it. In case if you are interested to get in touch with me for anything, you are free to do that. My number is this, my email ID is this, I have a YouTube channel, you can always access that for some information that is mostly relating to CA course which I was been teaching. So in case if you have any query, anything, you are free to contact me. My name is Murali Krishna. Thank you very much. Kavita madam, back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. If you have any doubt,